Hello there. I'm Nikki Nicole, and welcome to the Thanks for Listening podcast. We are on episode 9, and I want to just recognize that I have missed the last 2 weeks of posting my episode. If anybody understands, I know that you understand that we are constantly dealing with daily challenges. And you know what I'm talking about. We have responsibilities. We have things that come up that we just can't avoid. We have to handle them in real time. And while you create structure and scheduling, sometimes it doesn't always go as planned. And I've truly missed being in front of this camera. I wanted to make a quick episode because I have 9, 10, and 11. This week was for episode 11. But because I missed the last 2 weeks, I have episode 9 and 10. What I heard recently is that it doesn't have to be everlasting to make an impact. And what I got from that is stop waiting until you have 45 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour of material. Just get on there. I've seen plenty of podcasts that are for 15 minutes, 20 minutes, and I love that. I love that. Just, a little conversation between me and my listeners and to let you know what's been on my mind. And honestly, today's episode, I just wanted to talk about where does the time go? I write a lot about time in my journal because my dad always used to say, 1 minute you blink and the next minute is gone. And I'd be like, but he was that animated. That's exactly how he did it. And so as I got to be when I was a child and he would tell me that, it was funny and weird. But now that I'm an adult, I understand 100%. Where is the time? Not too long ago, I was just in high school. Not too long ago, my oldest daughter, who's going to be 18, God bless, was a baby. And I was pregnant with her. And so fast these things change, and you can't expect for time to stand still. So while I was procrastinating and kept pushing back putting out the episode or recording the episode, or whether I was making excuses for not being consistent, and even my daughter said, well, you're consistent in other places, and that's really sweet, and thank you for the grace, but you have to hold yourself accountable for certain things. And my goal is 52 episodes in 1 year. So when I came on here, it was originally 1 week, an episode per week, just to start out. But remember that this is a journey that I'm on. So I'm experimenting, I'm learning, and a lot of times you are going to fumble when you're learning. You are going to trip, you are going to fall. But the goal is to get back up. Don't sit in your pity down on the floor like, ew, get up. That's what you got to say to yourself. That's what you have to say to yourself. And the challenges that happened every day, and it's not just for parents. I relate because I am a mother of 4. So I've been parenting for majority of my life. Yeah, pretty much half my life I've been parenting. And so I've been responsible for others. And so a lot of my challenges do pertain to head of household and being a parent. But there are other things that everybody could relate to. You got work, you got side hustles, you got birthdays, you got holidays, you got doctor's appointments, you got self-care. There's so much to juggle on a daily basis. When you try to schedule something that you want to do and it doesn't go to plan, a lot of the times your brain automatically makes a reason why it didn't go through. And you start to, I like to call them excuses versus reality. So what is the difference? What is the difference between an excuse and an actual reason? Do you know? Because I'm going to tell you something. Because I've been procrastinating on these episodes, I did not dive deep into the research of that. But what do you think? Because my personal opinion is an excuse is the same thing as reality. So if I say I was not able to do my episodes because I've been working extra hours because it's the holidays and I want to make some more money, so I've been tired. Is that reality? Yes, it's true. Is it an excuse? Yes. When you're trying to be disciplined in accomplishing certain goals, they're all excuses. You have to hold yourself accountable. You can't sit there and blame the world or blame reality and say, oh, well, this didn't happen because of that. Because if you keep doing that, nothing's going to get accomplished. You're not going to get it done because life is going to keep happening. It's reality. It's a real reason. But somebody who doesn't want to hear it, it sounds like an excuse. And I remember somebody saying to me, you have something for everything. And as I dig into learning more about myself, I'm like, oh my gosh, I realize now I literally always had something for everything. And now that I'm diving in and holding myself accountable and trying to be consistent and tracking progress and seeing where I'm dropping the ball, I'm like, oh my gosh, I really did have something. I really did have a reason for everything. As in, there was always some reason why I couldn't do something. There's always some reason why I could do something. And I mean, it's reality, but that doesn't make it okay. So you have to refocus and realign no matter how much you think about putting forth the effort to accomplishing something. It's not going to get anywhere without taking action. So stop making excuses. Stop taking what happens every day and using it as a reason why you can't get it done. There's no reason. And I like the saying, better now than never. Why not now? What are you waiting for? Just do it. Because that's what I'm like. I'm like, okay, I'll sit here and I'll take a little nap. I literally could not relax my mind because I kept thinking, here we go, episode 9, 10, and now 11. Next week, I'm going to have to do 4 episodes if I don't just get in front of the camera and do this. You have what you want to talk about, so just do it. Stop taking... It's almost giving yourself grace to a fault. You don't want to give yourself so much grace. Right now I'm hearing it all over the place, and it could just be my algorithm. But give grace. Give yourself grace. Give yourself understanding. And that's great. And I want you to do that. But understand that there is such thing as giving yourself grace to a fault. And that's what ties into the excuses. Taking what's going to happen and making reasons for why you're not doing what you said you were going to do. Keep your word to yourself. Stop telling yourself, it's okay, I'm going to do it then. No, it's okay. I had the appointments. I was so tired. I needed the rest. Oh, it's okay. Because that's what happened to me. I kept giving myself so much grace that I'm like, oh, it's okay. I'll just do 2 episodes next week. Oh, no. It's okay. I'll just make shorter episodes. Oh, no. It's okay. I've been preparing and thinking about it every day. So next thing you know, here we are 6 months into the year, and I'm talking about, it's okay. No, I'm going to smack you. No, it's not okay. Stop it. Get on my nerves. So that's why you have to understand. And I heard it was on the Mel Robbins podcast. It was, she had a guest speaker, Wallow. He's an author. And he was talking about how you literally are your biggest critic, your biggest hater, and you're always coming at yourself with these doubts and reasons why you can't get to the next step. Like the way I wanted to just smack myself silly. Because when I sit there and I listen to all the excuses or real reasons on why I haven't done an episode in 2 weeks, I'm like, I sound ridiculous. And when I say it out loud, it's different from when I'm thinking it. So I'm sitting here thinking and giving myself grace. But then when I just started to say it out loud, it sounded awful. And that's the thing. You have to reassure yourself. Now, these are ways that I've overcome these challenges. It seems like there are going to be challenges no matter what. Like, where's my microphone? Right? Did you notice? Did you notice that there's no microphone right here? And I'm going to tell you why. Because the sound wasn't picking up. Why am I taking the effort to speak into the microphone? Why do I have a microphone sitting right here if it wasn't working? And so I'm like, okay, so check this out. I go ahead and I procrastinate on the episodes and I'm behind. So I'm finally to the point where no more excuses, no more giving yourself grace. I'm like, film the episode. I don't care how tired you are. Film. I don't care how tired you are. Film the episode. And so then I get it and I set everything up. You know, I'm ready. I sit in front of the camera. I do a couple test runs and I realize that the microphone's not picking up sound. I do have a backup microphone, but it's downstairs. And at this point, that's it. Just get in front of the camera and record. Because guess what? Y'all can still hear me, right? It may not sound all like ASMR, but it still works. And at this point, the challenges, that was a challenge. And I decided that was a challenge. So how I overcame that challenge is I didn't let me stop. I did not let it stop me. It was a speed bump. I slowly went over the speed bump when I realized the microphone was not working. But I didn't stay at the speed bump. I kept coasting through. So now here we are having a conversation and I'm halfway through the episode already. Now, what if I would have went downstairs and went to go get the other microphone? I don't know about you, but the way my mind works, I probably would have saw something that needed to be done. Oh, or my kids would have stopped me for some reason. And then here we are 30 minutes and now I don't even have time to film the episode. So that's why now is better than never. Stop with the procrastinating. When you get the urge to take action, do it. And that's what I'm going to tell you all the time. And that's similar to Mel Robbins' 5-second rule, is when you get the urge to do something, but your mind is telling you, let's just lay down for a little longer, or let's do this, and trying to get you to not get up. That's when you hit it with the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 countdown, and you blast off your chair, and you get to doing what you said you were gonna do. So just stop making excuses, because excuses, reality, it's not an excuse. Oh God, I've said that so many times. It's not an excuse. It's a real reason. Oh my gosh. If I had $1 for every time I said that in my life, I would probably be rich for sure. Because I've definitely made those type of like comments of giving myself grace to a fault. It's not an excuse. It's a real reason. Okay, they're both true. It's a real reason. That is an excuse. So stop living. Stop living. Stop living in your excuses. Okay? Because nobody's going to make it. Nobody's going to take the action for you. You have to do it. So that's why I wanted to come on here. I wanted to come on here and have a quick conversation. And whether anybody's listening or not, I'm listening. My subconscious is listening. I'm creating these videos for the future generations of my bloodline to come. And they can see, wow, grandma, great grandma, oh, great mama, great mama. She messed up. She didn't always get it right, but she had a positive attitude and she knew how to get back to it. And I'm going to take advice from great mama. So to my great grandchild, I love you and you can do this and we can do this. And that's what it's all about. That's why you build the community of people who support you in these type of things. But in order to do that, you have to love yourself first. So a solution on how I'm able to, the way I was able to keep my mind on what I wanted to do was self-reflection, prayer, journaling, those type of things. I haven't been able to meditate much because I feel like my life has been go, 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 go. So I haven't been able to meditate much, but I've definitely been present in the moment, which is a goal of mine, especially around the holidays. You know, you spend a lot of time with family. You celebrating birthdays and just being together, eating good food and arts and crafts and so many things to be grateful for and be in the moment. But don't forget the promises you made to yourself. I made the promise that I'm going to do 52 episodes within 365 days from the day that I started. So that's what I'm going to do. Whether I'm behind a week, which I'm going to not do that again, but you just have to find what works for you. Because I talk about this all the time. What works for me may not work for you. But guess what? It may work for you. So why not give it a try? When you're experimenting and you're trying something new and you're in the trial and error phase of something, why not? And you say, okay, well, Nikki Nicole says I should journal. Maybe I'll try that. And then you try it and it's not doing what you need to do. But you have to understand when you're trying something new, trying it for 1 or 2 days is not going to just flip a switch on. I'm better now. No, that's not how it works. You have to be consistent at something. So to build a new habit, I'd say, personally for me, if I do consistently the habit for 90 days, I know it's a long time, but a lot can happen in 90 days. You have to figure out your routine of this new thing. And if you think you're going to nail it in the first 7 days, honey, I hope you do, but be realistic with yourself. There's research that shows how long it takes to build a habit, and I do not believe 7 days is it. So if you want to actually truly give yourself a chance in journaling or self-reflecting, meditating, praying, whatever you're giving yourself a chance in, actually give it time. Don't just do it for 30 days and say, this is not working, I'm done. My suggestion for you is to at least give it 90 days. Like what happened with the podcast? I did it for 2 months. Okay? 60 days. And what happened? I missed 2 weeks. So here we are. We're still in the 90-day period and I'm back. So while the action of creating the episode was lacking, the energy and the mindset of the episodes were still living in my head constantly. And not only were they living in my head, I was still having conversations with my friends. I'm still having conversations with my family about the podcast. I'm not letting up. I made this promise to myself and I'm going to do it. And I appreciate you for being here with me on this journey. And I hope that anything that I've said here today will resonate with you. And believe I will have more episodes for you. So while this one is short and sweet, I want you to know that it took forever to get here. And I'm so happy that I chose to do this episode over going to sleep. It was a nap. I'll get one later. Like, it's not the end of the world. But I've been sleeping. Those last 2 weeks that I was not filming the episodes, I was sleeping. So it was due time to make the effort for Thanks for Listening podcast listeners. So thank you so much for joining me today, whatever time it is. If you know somebody that has been procrastinating or wants to be consistent on something, share this video with them, because sometimes the messenger is just as important. And coming from someone that you hear blah 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 advice all the time, it might not get through to them. So hearing it from somebody else is great. Now, I'm not a professional. I'm not a doctor or a therapist yet. However, these things that we talk about, the topics, is what helped me. Today, we talked about what helps me when it comes to the daily challenges. So this is just advice. We're having a conversation. You can't satisfy everybody, you know. And when you sit there and when you try so hard to accommodate everyone, that's another thing that you can get lost in. It's just, oh, I want to make sure I say it this way so that these people don't take it that way. Oh, I want to make sure I say it this way so that, that group of people don't take it this way. And it's like, listen, sweetie, I had another saying I used to say, and it was take it how you want. Because really, I can say it any particular way, and I could spend days trying to figure out the, most proper way to say it, and someone will still take it and say, oh, wow, did you just say that to me like that? Just brush it off, okay? Brush it off. Me. The 3 things that helped me get it together and get in front of this camera to record this is do not hesitate. When you get the urge to accomplish something, get to it. Try the 5-second rule, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast off, baby. You need to just do it. Because a lot of times you spend more time overthinking doing that thing than it would take to actually accomplish it, right? Then another way, the second way, is to speak that love, speak the truth, speak positivity into yourself. Understand that these are excuses. While they are valid, they're still excuses. So stop making excuses. I wouldn't say beat yourself up. Remember, I said speak love and positivity. So you still want to create an understanding, but you don't want to give yourself too much grace to a fault. Okay? Sometimes you gotta be a little tough on yourself. You can't just make excuses because time, gone. And there you are sitting on the couch still making excuses. Stop making excuses. You know what I'm talking about. Stop making those excuses. Stop hesitating. Okay? And the last one that we've talked about many times is going to be that self-reflection, looking inward, taking 5 minutes, taking 2, 3 minutes, sit in silence. Go to your favorite coffee shop. Go to the library. Go to the park. Wherever you want to go, baby. Just go in your backyard. Go in your front porch. Go in your bathroom. You got a walk-in closet? Go in the closet. Just go somewhere where you can sit there. No phone. Just you and yourself. Mind, body, and soul. Whether you're praying, whether you're meditating, whether you're journaling, or whether you're just sitting there and taking a moment. Ooh, there's another one I like, stretching. You could self-reflect during stretching as well. I am a huge fan of stretching because that's a double whammy right there. You're self-reflecting and you stretching out that body. So I would suggest do all of those things. If you have something particularly that you have been procrastinating, that you've been wanting to do, or you've been struggling with being consistent on something, take it from me, a girl that has just been struggling on being consistent on these podcast episodes. Okay? Try any of those 3 things in any order and see if it works for you. And if it works for you, leave something in the comments. Let me know in the comments. And if there's something that I didn't mention, but that you do that works for you, leave it in the comments. We're trying to engage and create community of people who want to improve their lives. So thank you. Thank you for listening. I hope that what I said here has helped you or resonated in some way for you or someone you love. And even if you don't share the episode, you can take whatever I said and share it yourselves verbally or through text message, however you want to do it. But I hope to catch you in the next episode. And I would appreciate if you would hit that subscribe button. The subscribe button should be down here. Subscribe, please, because guess what? It's absolutely free. And it shows me that you support me in what I'm doing here and you like the topics that we're talking about. Hit the bell below so that you will be notified whenever I drop a new episode. Until I can get my locked in days and get consistent on those 2 days, for now, turn on that notification so you know when I drop an episode, because since I'm behind on my episodes, you might just get hit with a bunch of episodes. So comment, share, subscribe, follow, engage. And I missed you and I love you and I'm thankful that you joined me today. So I'll catch you in the next episode. Thanks for listening.